One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And now on second down for this offense. Quick handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, what a move to get room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, UCF! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has him set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's got it on the move. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Still looking, on the move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Knights! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Makes the grab. It's Whitaker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive.
Breaks into the open. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
It's a reverse. Running to Green. Past the 40. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, the offense is coming out early in this game, guys, and they're going to test the eye discipline of this defense. Good way to do that is with the jet sweep. See if they can locate the football and go make a tackle.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Working the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Whitaker. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and the receiver's going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off-play action on first down. On the move, he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Got his man quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Fresno State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 16 over Cal. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They're going to test the right side with this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. For 6. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Trying to barge their way in. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
UCF 21.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds. No time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
UCF 21.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Offense ready to go back to work. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking for space, it's Whitaker. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is in the air. Didn't exactly flip the field, but they'll down it just outside the 40. Once again, what do you think about that? Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Knights. They take the lead with the 6.
You consistently run the football, a steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over New Mexico. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Rebels will have it first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Whitaker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Green.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the left side. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite and you're a little bit flat and you expect to win. And Sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one smart. I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action, but we got a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back for the defense. They were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Here we go.
The give from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Green. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 30 short. The run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. On the ground. Touchdown, UCF! And they moved out front here on the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to UNLV. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Knights. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Whitaker. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Whitaker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Running through contact. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times, that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He unleashes a long one. Gets it inside the 15. Touchdown, UCF! He got a snap and just dusted the field. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 12 to Iowa State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's Hubbard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Oh, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. It's ugly, but it worked. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Open spaces. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zips it out to his man. Breaks into the open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
The Knights inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make...
Breaks away in the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call.
Ready, set.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's taking a deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. It'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. At the 35, he's open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.